You can build your own ammo factory in Fallout 4 that you can use to generate different types of ammo as well as generate an infinite amount of caps. And in this video, I will show you how to build your own factory. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. In order to build this factory, you will first need to have access to a settlement. Any settlement will do, and once you have access to a settlement, you need to be in settlement mode. And to get this factory working, we will need to build three key things. The first is going to be an ammunition plant. Now you access the ammunition plant by going to power and then manufacturing and then machinery, and in here you will be able to access this component, an ammunition plant. Now to build this ammunition plant, you will need at least one rank in gun nut and one rank in science. If you don't have these two ranks, then you sadly will not be able to build it. On the assumption you have access to these two perks and have at least one rank in each, go and place the ammunition plant. The next thing we will need to build is a conveyor storage, and is found in about the same area under build mode. You will need to go into power, manufacturing, and then go into miscellaneous, and in here you will need to build this, a conveyor storage. Now you don't have to have one, but if you do, it's definitely easier. If you don't have one, what will happen is the ammunition plant will generate the ammo and they will simply just fall onto the ground. But by having a conveyor storage, it will store it all in one nice place. You will also need to actually provide power to this thing. And the easiest way to do that is to go and actually build a power generator. Now we will need a total of 9 power to generate this whole thing. There is one other key component we're missing, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But since we're here, build a power generator that gives you at least 9. So you can build, if you like, one large generator or 2 medium ones or a few small ones. I'm going to, for the simplicity of this video, just build a fusion generator and then connect this up to your ammunition plant. And the last thing we will need is a terminal. Now you can access terminal under power, and then if you go into miscellaneous, in here you will have several terminal options. I will build this one, and once built, again connect this with the cable to your ammunition plant, and you now have the basics of your ammunition factory going. To actually generate ammo, what you need to do is, given that you have accessed or rather connected your terminal to the ammunition plant, if you now open your terminal, you should have this option, the ammunition plant control. Usually this isn't an option that will be available, but if it is connected to an ammunition plant, it should become available. Once going into this option, you should now see a number of ammunition options to generate. These ammunition options, or rather the range of these options, will be dependent on the number of ranks you have in both gun nut and science. So if you only have one rank in gun nut and one rank in science, you will only see perhaps 4 or 5 different ammunition types. But if you have more ranks in gun nut and science, then you will have a much larger range similar to mine. So for the simplicity of this video, we're going to generate some 10 mil rounds. Now if you select 10 mil rounds, what this has actually done is you've told the ammunition plant to generate these ammo. So let me go by that again. Because I selected 10 mil rounds from this terminal, I have by proxy asked this ammunition plant to generate that type of ammo. Now, it is obviously not generating any ammo at the moment, and that is because we need certain resources to be able to do that. So let's go back into the terminal, and if we go and select this 10 mil round, it will now tell us that in order to do that, it will need 2 lead and 1 fertilizer. So what we will do is grab some lead and some fertilizer. So I happen to have some right in this workshop. So I will just quickly grab some lead and some fertilizer. So here are some lead and here is some fertilizer. Now I'm going to place both of these lead and fertilizer in the ammunition plant. So there is a fertilizer and there is a lead. Now, if you notice, so we'll highlight the ammunition plant, it should slowly start to siphon off these resources and generate the ammunition, given that I've already selected this option. And there you go, it's generated that 10 mil ammo and it's placed it in this conveyor storage. Now what will happen is, as long as I have enough resources in this ammunition plant for the 10 mil rounds, it will continue to generate this ammo. The benefit of building this ammunition plant to generate any ammo is you can now travel away and go and do anything else in the Commonwealth, whether that be a quest or just traveling in general, and this will still continue to work. Now what we will do is go back into the terminal, and this time let's try to generate a different type of ammo. So in this case, let's try to go with some 38 rounds. Now for this I need fertilizer and steel. But again, if you note what I said earlier, because I have selected this ammo, the ammunition plant will now try to generate that automatically. So at this point, it will now stop generating the 10mm rounds and it will try to instead generate this 38 rounds instead. Now, this obviously will not work because although we have fertilizer in the ammunition plant, we don't have any steel. So just to confirm, if I now have a look, although the ammunition plant looks like it's working, it actually will not generate any more ammo. It's generated 40 10mm rounds for me already, but it won't generate any 38 rounds, and there is actually even stopped the animation of the component itself. So what we will do is go and grab some steel, and here is some steel. Now I will go and place that inside the ammunition plant, and here is some steel, and the moment I put it in, the animation starts playing and it should now start to generate some 38 rounds. So let's just give it a second and it should generate them quite shortly. And there you go. And again, as said, you can now go ahead, leave, and this will continue to generate the ammo for you. Now, a clear benefit to doing this is that you can generate ammo whilst you're off doing something else, and this machine will continue to generate the ammo for you. So if you run out of ammo, instead of going to a vendor and buying the ammo that you need, you can use these machines to generate the ammo for you. Now, the other way to think about it is, in the Commonwealth, almost any vendor will actually take ammo as a form of currency. So what does that mean? Well, when you're at a vendor, instead of using caps to buy something, you can use ammo. So given we've just taken the ammo, let me go ahead and show you that. So here I happen to be at a vendor. In this case, it happens to be Wolfgang, and Wolfgang essentially sells you some really nice goods for your own pleasure. We won't get into what he's selling. Now, instead of actually using caps, I happen to have enough caps anyway. I've got 55,000, but on the assumption, let's just say I didn't have any caps, what I could do instead is give him my ammo, and that could instead be used for caps. So given that I've generated, say, 40mm rounds and 40 10mm rounds rather, and 38 rounds, if I just give him all of that, in his stock, I've effectively given 130 worth of caps. Now I can just buy anything that is worth that amount of caps. So I just go with 3 buffouts and confirm the trade. So you can build ammo factories in your settlements to generate a vast amount of ammo for you, and then you can use that ammo to act as currency when using with vendors. Building an ammo factory in Fallout 4 is a great way to generate ammo and an alternative to using caps with vendors. It's essentially an automated process that is easy to set up and use. That said, if you're not interested in ammo and rather want to focus on generating just an infinite amount of caps using settlements, then click on the video you see on the screen now and I will show you how to generate an infinite amount of caps using purified water farms in Fallout 4. Click on the video you see on the screen now to find out more.